Okay, so this is going to be the last segment. I'm not sure if it's 50 an hour, um, but we're going to move on to what happens when we get to dun, 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 G shape half diminished, E shape half diminished, D shaped half diminished. What are these? What is a real G shape? What's a real C shaped half diminished? And what is the half diminished chord in the C cage? There's a difference. So here we are. This is the latest chart. All right, and it's the scale tone 7. All the blue notes are the half diminished notes. We got the same setup here. All right, with the 3 would be the E down here, but it could be anything. It could be F sharp. Well, if it's F sharp, it's the third of D. You know, that kind of thing. So it could be anything. Now look at these boxes here. These boxes are humongous. Okay, this is the true half diminished shapes of C half diminished 7th. All right, these are the true half diminished shapes in the C box. Look at this: root, 3, 5, root. If I drop the root to the 7, okay, when I have, okay, this is a root. If I just drop that down, I'm going to be dropping the C to the B, the E a whole step to the D, and the G a whole step down to the F. Okay, so I'm going to be playing, instead of root 3, 5, I'm going to be playing 7, 2, 4. Now look where 7, 2, 4 is relative to where the C chord is. Here's your C chord. 5, root 3, that's E position C. Root 3, 5, that's root position. Okay? Look what happens when you drop one of those, each one. You get 7. For the 3, you get 2 way down here, and for the 5, you get 4 way down here. So you've got this humongous chord that you would have to, you know, really have big fingers for. All right? So, you know, you got the C here. And it's going to go to, it's way down here. There's no way that I could get that. So that is the true C half diminished shaped half diminished 7th. Okay, and I just call it C minus in the previous diagram. Going back in time for a second. Down here, C half diminished shaped half diminished. I substituted that back in. My original description of the thing was just simply what it was, note for note. It was derived from like a B major and then flat 3rd, flat 5th. Okay, that was it. B major 7th. But now we're putting the real deal. All right, so again, we have a pentatonic scale: C, D, E, E, G, A, C, D, E, E, G, A, and then C minus. Okay, so it's still, because it's in the C box. Because it's in the C box, that's why it's C minus. Can we show that? We want to get back to what we're doing, because this is our last. Here's the C box, okay? Right here, if we look up here. Alright, so it's kind of in the C box. You know, we could look at it like that. It should be able to be in the C box, but it isn't. It's way out of the C box. It's in the C half diminished box. So I had to keep it pentatonic, so I call it C minus. You know, and the 4th is the 3rd plus. So just a little notation there. So here we have the G box is big. We've got the G box. A regular G shape is root 3, 5, root 3, you know, that kind of thing. A regular G shape, if I get the capo on, haha, cheat, and I can do an easy G shape. And this is a G. Okay, it just sounds like it fits into C because we're not playing the F sharp. Alright, but when we want to do the half diminished, if we lower the 7, the 2, and the 4 and the root, we get this, like, you know, arrow shaped thing. Okay, the black notes are the actual, when I play a G, where does my fingers go? They go on the root, they go on the 3rd, they go on the 5th, and then this is barred. That's why I you know, colored these notes, because these are where your fingers would go if you were just extending that cage. Of course, we're not going to do that, but I'm just showing you the pure D half diminished shaped, half diminished 7th box. Okay, this one isn't that bad. The 3 goes to the 2. Some of them we can't use. The 6 goes to, you know, the 6 came in. The 6 came in from something, didn't it? Or that's just flat out the 6. That didn't have to change, because we're adding the 6th. This is the only one of the scale tone chords we have for. We have a major, a 7th, a dominant 7th actually. Okay, that's kind of a dominant 7th. That's the major dominant 7th. That's the half diminished dominant 7th. We added that chord. I saw that on the internet. People were doing that, so I figured, why not? Why not? Give it a little more color, give it a little more flavor. We're not going to do that with the other chords, with the other arpeggios, because it would add too many notes. You know, and we'd get a little confused there. So, couldn't get around it with half diminished. Now, this is the last thing I want to talk about is the, okay, we have these patterns here. And this is where the half diminished fits in. One thing I want to show you about the patterns, okay, the S3XL, the half diminished, root position is 7, 2, 4 right there. So in the key of C, all right, if I have the 7 here, all right, like that, if I'm starting from the 5th, which is G, oops, I messed up there because of the warp. So we got a root position right there. If you want to, you know, just notice that. Now, the S4L, which is when you put the S2L on top of an S3L and you put the S2L on the bottom of an S3L, all right, you get kind of an well, the other way around. If you put the S3L on the bottom of the S2L and the S3L on the top of the S2L, you get the top of the S3L on the bottom and the bottom of the S3L on the top. Decided to give this its own shape like that, and you just start in the 7th. Well, it turns out that this has a couple of really cool chords built into it. The 7, 4, 6, 2 right there, and something like the 2, 4, 7, 2. You know, so that they're kind of built into the pattern. But before we finish up, I want to show you that there are important E half diminished shapes like this 7, 4, 6, 2 here. Alright, and over here in the A shape, there's like you bar this and you get 4, 7, 2. Alright, in the C shape, we have important shapes in there. 7, 4, 6, 2. So know those, learn a couple of them.